The Nazis masterminded the torching of the Reichstag, the German parliament buildings. On February the 27th, 1933, Hitler and his henchmen designate the communists as the villains and label them terrorists. The government promises proof, but never provides it. The communists did not do it. The big lie of who torched the Reichstag is used by Hitler to sow fear. The claim is that the fatherland, think homeland, is under threat. He then is free to launch preemptive strikes against other countries and wage a world war sold as patriotic. That they did so is historical fact. Portrayed best in William L. Shirer's masterpiece, The Rise and Fall of the Third Reich.
What has come to light is that it's now been, it's sort of it is not so surprising for a lot of people that there are covens amongst the very educated class, architects, doctors, lawyers, priests, brokers, and the leisure class.
These are people who have made pacts with the devil.
That's right. They are really, the best, the more accurate way of describing it would be that they have indulged themselves in the worship of the goat, of the prince, of the serpent, of Satan, of Lucifer, and they lead roughly normal lives. They're jewel merchants, they travel, they're prominent, their own way, but they do have
A pact with the devil. But then, obviously, the implication is if the devil is there to make pact with them, to make deals, to make their life, this short mortal life on earth, pleasurable with money or women or travel or interesting, or more interesting, whatever it is they want,
yes.
Then they are aware of the presence of the devil, and they are obviously aware then of the presence of God.
The godly instincts in us all, the angelic in us all, because we all have something angelic and something godly, besides everything else, a lot of other negative things, that is quenched. And you find in them a horror of anything, what we call sacred and holy, sacrosanct, of the idea of the idea of the sacred, of the awesome.
The high priest of our society, spiritual society, has been told that the master has very special plans for you.
Now, what did he mean by the master?
Satan. And we were interested to hear more about it. And he told us, he says, look, we worship spirits. We worship Lucifer and all his angels. They're just as beautiful as they did before they were cast out of heaven. He says there was a misunderstanding in the whole